Hello, everybody. Welcome to Set Your Day with Dr. J. I am so excited that you've joined me here today. We're going to talk about living in a small place and the necessity of being exposed to the big place. I'm so glad that you've joined me. Hey, as you're joining in, I want you just to post down below, say hi, greet people. Let me know that you're connected with me. So many people have been watching this, and it's so exciting. I'm so glad, really, that you're here. And if you're watching maybe for the first time, I want to remind you about my new book, Financial Fast Track, How to Experience Abundance, Accelerate Results, and Eliminate Bad Debt. It's my gift to you for connecting up with us. You just pay the shipping and handling, and we'll get that out to you right away. I don't know of a more important time than for you to be studying about how to quickly get out of the financial situation you're in and get yourself to that next level of financial income that you need. Stop complaining about how much things cost. I remember when my financial mentor one day, I was complaining about gas prices. This is a long time ago, about 20 years ago, and he said, the problem isn't that gas is too high. He said, Keith, the problem is that you can't afford it, and that's the real problem. So what you need to do is complaining about it, getting all mad about it, is not going to change it. What you need to get mad at is not Biden, not whether or not they're going to tap into our resources here in America, or they're going to do the pipeline, or get mad about them, talking about electric cars, and that's not, most electric cars are $70,000, $80,000, and most people can't afford those. I know the whole thing. That's not what you need to be mad about. You need to be upset that you even care about it. Yeah, that's what you need to be upset at. And wow, when my mentor told me that, I was like, wow, boy, that really got me thinking. I said, yeah, that's the problem. And I got mad at what I should be mad at, which was myself. I said, man, I got to change this. I got to turn this around. I talk about that in my book, Financial Fast Track. And one of the things he told me, he says, Keith, he said, you're a spiritual guy, but you lack financial intelligence. And if you don't change what you think about money, and you don't have the right strategies to be able to generate money fast, he said, you're going to struggle your whole life. And I'm like, man, okay. So that's when I started to make the shift, where I started to say, man, I'm going to start studying the subject of money. And I've been doing that for 20 plus years now. And my first book ever is right here. I really dive into money, and I relate it to the scriptures also. And I also tie it into a lot of things I talk about is how the Jews think, because 5 out of 10 billionaires are Jews on the Forbes top 10 richest men in the world. It's like, very interesting. Huh? So I tap into, well, how do they think? Why are, they're a very small people group, yet they dominate economics. I think we should study them, huh? Yeah, me too. So, hey, listen, let's get into our topic today. I'm on my way down to be with Grant Cardone. Going to hang out with them for a few days. But it's interesting that exposure is transformational. Exposure is transformational. And remember yesterday I was talking about being in a small place. And that it's important that like every new level you go to, like you reset your mind and say, oh, this is my new small place. Right? Because it's easy to get to a certain level and then we settle and then we get comfortable at where we're at. We say, ah, yeah, this is just good enough. It's very easy. And that's why it's important that at every level in our life that we get exposure at the next level. Why? Because that exposure does something inside of us to ignite our imagination of what's possible for us in the future. It's like, how can you desire something or want something that you don't even know is available? Right? So last year, I was down with Grant, and we went out on this big yacht. We were cruising around in Miami on the water. It was awesome, man. We had a great time, and I really enjoyed it. And you know, gourmet meal, and then at the end of our trip, he did like this fireworks show. It was amazing out on the water just for us. It was like, wow, this is so cool, man. And so it's like, no, he did his own fireworks show. Like, wow, this is like super cool on steroids here, right? This is like exposure at another level that's like, wow. And what does that do? That like expands us on the inside of the divine possibilities of what could be for our life. It fires up the engines of our imagination so that we can dream bigger, believe bigger for our own lives when we're exposed to something that's bigger than us. And that's good because a rubber band that's not stretched can never fulfill its potential. I told you yesterday it was funny, but I traded in one of my dream cars yesterday. I traded it in my Mercedes 550S. Beautiful car, man. Awesome car. And I really had a hard time with it. And because I had one of my friends, my dean from South Africa for Destiny College, Dr. Vivian Rogers, he was like getting on me about, you should drive a BMW. Stop driving that old man's car. I like Mercedes, man. He's like, no, man, that's old man's car. Go check out the Mercedes. So I did. I went down, checked it out, and I'm like, I was like, yeah, this is different. This is different. Uh, and and this particular car, it was like, it's like this car's at a whole nother level than what the Mercedes is. I mean, all the modern, like BMW is like way more advanced, I think, in its technology than what Mercedes is. I mean, Mercedes still doesn't have an electric start. You know that? I mean, like, you can't like push a button inside your house and start your car up and get the air conditioning going. It's like, why don't they have this? It's like weird, right? But oh, excuse me, they do now, but they haven't in the past when I bought mine. And so, I like, when I went down there and I got in that BMW and the salesman started showing me all this stuff my car can do. I mean, you just wave your foot under the trunk opens up where it's like totally cool. You just yeah, the car like drives itself, right? You just push a button. We were driving down here and We just stopped at this hotel just to kind of not have to have a hard drive today. But I'm driving down, I just push a button and my car's just driving down, kicking stuff back, going, oh, you know, this is super duper cool, man. And all the stuff, man, and my ceiling has like LED lights on the ceiling. I mean, not just around the car, has it on the lights and all this super cool stuff. And so I was thinking, man, what I was missing out on. I should have had this car a couple of years ago. But I was like comfortable in the car that I had, even though it's a great car. And most people would say, man, I want that car, man. That car is a bomb. When I was exposed to this new car, I'm like, wow, I should have been moving this way a long time ago, right? So that's what I want to share with you today. It's important for you that even though you're at a place where you're at now remember, every place you're at small. Go to God and tell him that you're in a big place, okay? If you don't, go ask God. God, is this a big place? Boy. I'm telling you, the way some people think, man, they're like, wow. So it's important as we move from glory to glory, though your beginning was small, that your latter end shall increase abundantly. Don't despise the days of small beginnings. And all these scriptures that lay out that God wants to increase us, God wants to bless us. And in order to do that, we got to continue to not be satisfied and get comfortable where we are. Because if you get comfortable, you're not being stretched. You're not exercising your faith for expansion, for growth, for greater impact, to make a greater difference. And all of that, right? All of that takes a different level of money that you're making. They say, I study a lot of information about the network marketing, and they say for every person you have on your email list, right, that one person equals $1 that you can generate. And I found that that's true. So, see, at the bottom line, it takes money. It takes $1 per person to get your message to people. So if you got a dream of 1 million people, you need what? You need $1 million just in marketing money to reach 1 million people. You say, well, I want to touch 10 million. Okay, you need $10 million. 100 million, 100 million. $1 billion. I want to touch $1 billion. You need $1 billion, right? So every new level, you need more money to go to that next level. And what helps you with that is getting around somebody who's at that next level and experiencing exposure, and something on the inside of you expands when you're exposed to something that's a lot bigger. So what happens when you're exposed to something bigger? You have new thoughts and different thoughts. If you stay in this small place, you never go down and test drive the car of your dreams. You never drive through the neighborhood of your dreams. You never go see a house that's a house the size of your dreams. It's like you don't even know it exists, so no desire's there. No want is there. Delight yourself in the Lord. He'll give you the desires of your heart. So I hope this has encouraged you today. What I want you to do as you set your mind is just begin to open up your imagination. This is critical. God gave you an imagination to see a future before it arrives, right? And you are responsible to put the pictures inside of your heart of that which you want, that which you long for. Every man or woman needs two things: a picture of a future they want to achieve. Number two, a picture of a hero that they want to follow. You gotta have, like, well, I want to follow Jesus. Yes, I get that, but you need someone that has flesh on their body, that's alive, that you say, man, that person right there, I got somebody I can model after. And you connect with them and you allow them to mentor you, help you to get to where you need to go. So it's not enough for you just to look at some TV star or personality that's like super huge and say, oh, that person's my mentor. I find people do that all the time. I'm like, they're not mentoring you. They're not helping you. People know that I'm one of the founding members of the John Maxwell team. And so a lot of people run up, oh, I'm a member too. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's nice. But he's not mentoring you. Oh, yeah. No, that's not mentorship. So I'm mentoring people. And if you want to be an author, speaker, thought leader, content creator, I have this program called 83K Academy, where I literally take you and for 90 days, I mentor you. And we don't stop there, but that's like step number one, 90-day mentoring program. I send you a video Monday through Friday. Saturday, we meet together and we spend a couple hours together answering questions, coaching, continual learning. It's really a powerful program. And if you have any desire to speak, to coach, to write books, to create some material online to educate people, man, if you're not in this space, you are missing it. And it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I created 83K Academy. You can go 83kacademy.com. We're taking applications in April. We're looking at our new class right now for April. So you still have time to apply. Also, I'm going to be doing a webinar on Tuesday night. I'm going to be talking about this also. You just go to 83kwebinar.com. 83kwebinar.com. You'll see it posted down below. You can get access. If you want to apply right now, say, man, I'm interested in that. Just post down below 83K, and we'll get you connected. And if you want to grab the book, all you got to post or comment down below is just comment book. So I hope this has been a blessing to you. Let me see what some of you are saying online here. Let's see. Hey, I see Ro. I see Destiny's on. Who else is on? Deborah. Demarius. Hey, good to see you. I saw you took a picture of my book somewhere, Demarius, but I couldn't find out where it was. Like I saw it and it went bye-bye. Hey, Rosie. Audio is scratchy today. Oh, man. Uncool. Is my audio still scratchy? Probably the internet service. I'm in this hotel room. Sherry's on. Good to see you. Angela, good to see you. So be intentional. Be intentional. Do something today that will just expose you to something bigger than where you're at. All right? And don't be upset because you're not where you're at. Don't be upset at that. It's just a natural process. And you got to go through the contradiction, like, I'm right here, but I want to be here. And that's all part of the faith walk, right? Is enduring the contradiction until you get to the promised land. All right? It's ahead of you. Stay focused. Don't quit on yourself. Don't quit on your dreams. Keep decreeing, declaring, taking massive action, moving forward. And let me tell you something. It may take some time, but delay does not mean denial. Keep moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this. Hey, go up and hit the share button. That's what we all do here on Set Your Day with Dr. J. We start off not just by consuming, but being a producer. How can you do that? Click the share button. Share it with others. Let's get the word out there. God bless everybody. I'm out of here. Off to Miami. I'll be in Miami, staying at the Diplomat Hotel down there. Ooh, that is one nice place. I'll shoot you some pictures online. All right. God bless. Bye-bye.